My name is Arunoday. I am an actor and a poet, and I currently wander around Bombay. And I wanted to speak about my relationship to the moon, which has always been a special, very privately creative thing for me. As far back as I can remember, I grew up in a boarding school in the Nilgiris, and we did a lot of trekking, and it was a very, very beautiful, verdant, outdoorsy kind of place to grow up. My parents, they live on a farm like 20, 25 kilometers from Bhopal. Also very open, very beautiful, very lush. I've always been a night owl. Always. I do my best work. I do my best writing. I do my best thinking deep in the heart of the night when there's nobody around. It was inevitable that I would fall in love with the moon. It's just, she was my first muse, other than a very pretty girl when I was a teenager. But the moon was definitely a very, very, very large part of my creative imagery. It's a motif I use very often. She represents, and it's always a she. She's always been. I have this odd ritual of every time I see a full moon, or I've lived in New York, I live in Bombay, very busy, bright cities where it's really hard to see the stars. And the moon is the only thing that still cuts through and reminds us of the immensity and the beauty that is beyond the human mess that we've made. I always greet her as mother. She's always been a mother, and she represents hope for me. Always has. Even just the fact that in the dark of the night, she holds a little bit of sunlight so that you're not always in the dark. But she's the thing that helps you see at night. And I've always loved that image. And I've always thought of that as a kind of theme for the kind of work and the kind of writing that I wish to do. Without fail, if I'm anywhere where there is grass or an open stretch on a mountain, anywhere on a beach, if there is a full moon, I will go and I will lie down and I will stare at it for as long as I can. And I do this all the time. I don't know about, how people feel they get affected by the moon and the tides and the energies. And I don't know if I've ever felt that. I just know that I'm happier and more calm anytime I can see the moon, anywhere that I am.